What is the best S&P 500 mutual fund? There are bond stocks, mutual funds, hedge funds, and many other methods for investing money. Some are conservative, others liberal, but the uniting factor is there is risk with all of them. Even the relatively new long-short mutual fund is risky despite appearing to be resistant to market conditions. It's important for investors to realize that while the long-short mutual fund appears to be a wonderful way to invest and safeguard an investment regardless of the market's ups and downs, there is no guarantee in that. The success of any long-short mutual fund depends significantly on the stocks that make up that fund as well as the person managing it. That's one point where many investors get confused with a long-short mutual fund. The idea of it sounds great, and in principle it is great. However, in order for the long-short mutual fund to be successful, it must be managed well and the right stocks must be chosen. This is the hard part and the reason it is so important to choose an investment manager with significant long-short mutual fund management experience. You could manage the fund yourself too if you feel you are up to it and knowledgeable of the market. The hype surrounding the long-short mutual fund strategy makes it sound like a win-win situation, and it is if it is managed correctly and the right stocks are chosen. However, there is risk involved in exposure. Investors should not be blindsided by the opportunity to recover some of their lost investments from the recession. Instead, they should take the decision very seriously, research the long-short mutual fund, the various managers, and find a setup that works well for them. In today's investment climate, the most important thing any investor can have is versatility. The long-short mutual fund embodies that, but it is also recommended that investors save money in other ways, like with IRA, certificate of deposits, and other secure investments that provide a safety net should the stock market take another nosedive. Remember, the goal of the long-short mutual fund is to protect the investment even if the market takes a sharp turn down. In reality, however, there are no guarantees and there are many variables that come into play. Not to mention the long-term success of a long-short mutual fund has yet to be determined, since they are still relatively new forms of investing.